Here's your Tuesday workout. Make sure nobody's coming in the door. Tuesday workout. So we're gonna start with the basics with foam rolling. John wanted to know ways to foam roll or lacrosse ball, way to use these tools to help you feel better, help with mobility, help loosen you up. We're gonna start with the basics of foam rolling. The way I learned it, so my story goes, when I started doing foam rolling was, I just started CrossFit, and at the time I was running a lot. That's the way I thought I was going to lose weight, was do a lot of running. So I was doing a lot of running. I had bad runner's knee. Runner's knee is when you go up or down stairs, the very front part of your knee down here at the bottom hurts. And it would always hurt for me really bad. Like I'd run, I'd go for a run, I'd go upstairs, take a shower, and I'd come downstairs and my knees would hurt going down the stairs. Well, I found CrossFit, and I was talking to the coach at the time and was telling him this issue. And he goes, "Oh, you got runner's knee. You have tight IT bands. The IT band runs along the outside of your leg from the knee up into your back, and if it gets really tight, it can pull on your kneecap. Usually if you have joint issues, the issue is not the joint itself, it's the muscle group either upstream or downstream from the joint. So if you have knee pain, it's not likely an issue with your knee per se. Maybe it is, maybe you have some tears, but a lot of us can fix it by working on our muscles upstream or downstream from our knee. So the way to foam roll, pretty simple. Grab the roller, I put it to one side. Let me scoot away. And I'll hit my hamstrings first. I put my leg out straight, step up in the air, and roll all the way to the hamstring. Go from the top of the knee all the way to the bottom of the butt. Try to hit the whole thing. Some of you might find this painful. Another reason to do the hamstring, even if you don't find it painful, is a lot of us maybe have back issues. I'm going to talk more about that for tomorrow's issue for foam rolling for back. But a lot of times it's not your back that hurts. It's the muscles upstream or downstream from the back that are tight on it. In this case, there's not many muscles in your body bigger. In fact, I don't think there are any muscles bigger than your hamstring. And if your hamstring is super tight, that is a huge muscle that chains itself to your lower back and pulls on your lower back. You go out for a run, you come in and your back hurts. Why would your back hurt while you run? You're not bending up and down, you're not moving up and down at all. Well, your hamstring's getting tight. Your leg is constantly flexing up, your hamstring is constantly contracting. That is making it tight, that is straining your hamstring, which is pulling on your lower back, therefore making your back tight. And I stress this over and over again, if you're having back issues, if you sit all day at work, walk. Get up and move around. Your hamstrings are not meant to sit around like this all day. This is a bad look for your hamstrings. This makes your hamstrings tight. This makes your back tight. Move them, stretch them out, get up and move around. Also, stretch your hamstrings out your back. Anyway, back to foam rolling your legs. IT bands, same thing. Get on the roller. I put my leg over the top because some people might need to modify this some way or the other, but you start on your knee, go all the way to your hip, and then all the way back to your knee. All the way back to your hip, all the way back to your knee. You can stack your legs on top of each other, make it harder. Like now there, that hurts. Now I can feel it. That's rolling out the IT band. Usually once you roll it out and get it so it's not all knotted up, you'll be much better going forward. It's not something you need to do every day. And if you have one side that hurts, always do both sides. There's no reason to exacerbate an issue by only doing one side. Always roll both sides. Lastly, so my routine when I foam roll, I highly recommend this if you're sitting at home watching TV. Get a foam roller, get home, hit that hamstring, bang, bang, bang. Maybe 10 to 15 passes through during commercial break. Then you roll over and get your IT band, and then the one that always gets me is I'll face down, and I'll hit the quad. Same thing, we're trying to roll the entirety of the muscle. We're trying to go from the top. If we're going from the quad, we're going from where it connects into your hip all the way down to your knee. You can always go straight on the quad. You can kind of angle one way, kind of angle the other way, and kind of hit different spots. But roll the entirety of the muscle. You're trying to increase blood flow across the entirety of the muscle. If you find a spot that really hurts, maybe you wobble on that a little bit, but the best thing to do is to pressure that all throughout the muscle. Hit the entire muscle. Don't just hit one spot, hit the whole thing. Work the entire muscle. This is not a end-all be-all to help fix your aching pains and woes and stuff, but it is a great start. Foam rolling, put some pressure on it. Maybe one of these days when I'm coaching, we'll do buddy stretches. A lot of times it's the pressure forcing blood flow to that area that helps increase the blood flow and helps your body repair itself. Blood flow helps the body repair. That's why when Sean dry needles or we do stuff like that, it's increasing blood flow to the area to help your body repair itself. So that's foam rolling 101. We'll talk more about this tomorrow. Today's workout, this one's called Heavy to You Grace. We're gonna spend 5 minutes, a 5-minute email after we warm up, where every minute in the minute you'll do 3 clean and split jerks, practicing your form with an empty barbell. 3 full cleans, not power cleans, and split jerks. And then, actually we're gonna change it up. We're gonna do power cleans, because this is Grace, and Grace is usually done in a power clean format. So then we're gonna spend 15 minutes finding your max power clean and jerk. I know we just did this on Wednesday last week, but we're gonna do it again today. You have much longer, so hopefully you get a little heavier. You're gonna find your heaviest power clean and jerk. And then when we're done with that, we're gonna back it off to 75% of that max you just found. So it's still gonna be really heavy, and you're gonna do Grace at that weight. Grace is 30 power clean and jerks for time. So again, if you find a max clean and jerk of 200 pounds, then you're supposed to do Grace at 150 pounds. For guys, Grace is normally 135. For ladies, it's usually 95. So you might find yourself doing Grace at a much heavier weight than normal. Maybe not. Maybe after 75%, your weight is lower than Grace. Whatever it is, you're doing 75% of that max, 30 reps, and that is your day, pure weightlifting. Foam rolling your back tomorrow. Have a good Tuesday.